So Peggy did get a makeover, but the question is, can we still use our Peggy strategy? Hi, this is Kristen, and welcome to Mogo Daily, where I try to give you the best playing strategies and tips for Monopoly Go. All the times you see and hear are in Eastern Time, so please adjust accordingly. Today is August 23rd, 2024, but this play is for tomorrow, August 24th, 2024. Let's get into it. So yes, Peggy did get an update to some of her features, just as we expected, because it was being tested last week or so. The main thing that I'm seeing is that there's just more transparency in the point value of our drop sections down here, right? Before, it was kind of like the Wild Wild West. We didn't really know how many exactly points these things were worth down here, and how far we had to go to get to the next prize. So as you increase your multiplier up there, these point values increase. Obviously, the center is worth more, but I do like that it's more transparent. By the way, these are not bumpers. You can't bounce off these. It's just a little point emblem. All right. So the main question I'm getting is that, does our Peggy strategy still works? Yes. Okay. It still does work. Okay. And remember, the Peggy strategy is pinned to the top of my profile page. You can watch that in more detail. Now, just a little brief overview of our strategy. We want to set our bumpers up to cash on the left, dice on the right, and then we do our drops at times 30. Now, you don't have to do it that way. I've known people said they have more success sometimes with higher multipliers, and that's fine. It's just what has yielded the best results for me. I have 3 accounts, and 2 out of the 3 times I can usually finish using this method. So I'll take 2 out of 3 instead of 0 out of 3 anytime. But it did yield the best results for me. I usually do play this game live. I will try to play this live at some point. The way that you change your bumpers, each of these bumpers changes to the next prize with times 15, with 15 Peggy tokens. So if you set your multiplier to like times 5 and try to hit these a couple times, it will change over to the next prize. Like the next one that this will change over is Peggy tokens. The next one that this will change over is to dice, right? So I want to put my cash over here, dice over here, and I'm only putting dice over here because I'm primarily using these 2 droppers, right? So a lot of times it's coming down to this side, and if I had made my choice between cash and dice, I want more dice. So whatever side my dice is on, that's primarily where I'm going to be dropping from. All right, let's get into today's game strategy. By the way, today's Golden Blitz day. Parking Ace in set 18, Home Sweet Home in set 21. I hope this is one of your last stickers. One thing I'm going to try to start doing is that I know I always get questions of which token is best for which thing. Now, as some of you know, there's kind of like these urban legends or Monopoly Go legends that certain tokens do better with certain goalposts, right? So right now our top bar is set to corners. And so it's like, well, what tokens are set or, react the best with corners? Now, listen, I've never really necessarily found any validity to this, that one does better over the other. But this is what I'm hearing for corners. Victoria Sophia loves corners, and this Peggy Rover loves corners. Which one does corners well for you? All right, let's look at today's game strategy. We have a rather full day, no surprise there. So remember that our sidebar does not have a high roller in it, so it's only available in that top bar, and I guess that's going to be our new normal. Now, late tonight, August 23rd into early tomorrow morning, we have this free parking dice. I'm hoping that this is going to be corners. If it is corners, you can do double duty because you're going to be getting your top bar points and you're going to be getting, picking up some dice. The only thing with corners is that it's usually times 1. But hey, if you're going to be aiming for corners anyway, the good thing is that maybe you can get some of your dice back. All right, so very early in the morning, also, we have a combination wheel boost and mega heist. For those of you who, with this wild sticker, are going to reset your album, or maybe even with this Golden Blitz, you're going to reset your album, wheel boost is always going to be your best friend, okay, as far as rebuilding those albums back up. Now, our Golden Blitz starts at 9 a.m. and runs for the entire 24 hours. Do you good trading? And then we're going to have a free parking cash followed by a rent frenzy and a landmark rush. Now, our sidebar restarts at 2 p.m. because remember, our Peggy tokens only live in the top and the sidebar. There's no pickups on the board, okay? So we got to really, really try hard to get all the Peggy tokens out of the top and the sidebar. Now, my philosophy when it comes to the sidebar is not necessarily that you need to finish it or get all the prizes. Can you at least get to the point where you can get all the Peggy tokens out? That should be your main goal and not necessarily placing. Who cares about placing? We just want, we're going for that wow sticker. We're not necessarily going for that blue pack or first place in the sidebar, okay? And then we have a trash forgot at 9 p.m. Guys, if you found this helpful, like and follow.